Welcome to Embrace Relief. I am Chelsea Winterholler, and I am so excited to be your coach today. This is episode 129, The Authentic Code. Welcome. Hello. Glad you are here today. I had an opportunity to practice Mui. And if you do not know what that is, go back to last week's episode and take a listen, because it truly is something that is shaping and changing my life slowly. And we're going to talk a little bit more about it today. But if you want to go in depth, please go back to our last episode. The writer, philosopher, awesome human, Stephen Covey, I'm not sure his exact title, but he said that effective people are guided by their own missions and manage their lives according to principles. Ineffective people follow other people's agendas and manage their lives around pressing matters. Now, there are many times in my life that I feel like I only had the capacity to manage my life around the pressing matters. Typically, when I was younger, in middle and high school, a lot of matters felt pressing to me. Also, when I was a young mother, a lot of things felt like they were pressing and they needed handled right away. And some of them probably did need handled right away, but overarchingly, I can now see that I made a few things more pressing than they actually were. And I can see times in my life where I chose to follow other people's agendas and not manage my life according to the principles that I wanted to live by. So today, what I want to do is help us to create an authentic code. Now, I call it an authentic code. You may hear it called a mission statement. My amazing coach likes to call it a top of the mountain statement. You are welcome to name it whatever you want. But in this authentic code, we have just a few steps to help us to know where to begin in order to guide our lives according to principles. So, first step, always, in most everything I teach you, is to find Mui. It is to find stillness. In my case, it is to find stillness with God. This morning, my brain was going nuts. I had a million things going through it, from my things my kids are going through, to business decisions, to classes I am taking, to friends across the country who are having different struggles, to struggles that are going on in our world right now. And I could not seem to focus on one specific thing. And I knew immediately that I had to do something because, well, not immediately. I knew an hour and a half later into kind of running around and not being able to focus that I needed to do something. Something needed to change in order for me to be able to move forward in my day and make some decisions in these areas. And so I decided to find Mui, to find stillness with God. So for me, this looked like sitting up straight and putting my hand on my heart and on my belly. For me, this looked like beginning to focus on my breath. For me, for the first 5 minutes, it looked like me refocusing my scattered brain that continued to go to the friend and to the spouse and to the kids and to everything outside of me that I cannot control. But as I continued to refocus and recenter myself over and over again, holding that hand on my heart and on my belly and taking breaths how I felt was right for me this morning, I was able to get to a place of stillness. And I truly believe that this is where, when we are able to get to a place of stillness and tap into our heart, this is where we know what we need to do next. This is where we are able to let our brain start going, just letting it free and brainstorming in a more productive manner than we have in the past. So after you have done MUI, then I'm going to give you step 1. I know MUI seems like step 1, but it's step 0. It must be done before you start anything in your life, in my opinion. So number 1, in order to create an authentic code for yourself, in order to know how you can live your life more authentically than you are right now, I want you to reflect on your core values and beliefs. This is a little bit of an interactive podcast. I'm going to ask questions, and I would love you to take the opportunity to pause the podcast and answer the questions. Then begin again and listen to the next question. These questions will really be able to get you in to a frame of mind where you can see what you love and maybe what you don't love. It will help you see your strengths and see where you want to start putting your energy in your life. So, here we go. First question is, when are you at your best? When are you at your worst? What are your natural talents? What do you like to do in your own personal time? What gets you excited? What brings you to happy tears? If you had unlimited time and resources, what would you do? What do you hope to create that will be lasting? Who do you want to support with your unique skills and abilities? And the last question, what do you consider to be your purpose? I hope that you can take time to write down and answer these questions, because as you do, you will be able to access some of your very core values and your core beliefs, which are so important as we move forward. Now, I would love you for the second step to check your alignment with how you are currently living with the answers that you came up with the question before. So, are you doing things that help to honor those values and beliefs? And maybe you are, and that is so awesome. And maybe you aren't in some other areas, and that is okay too. I want you to remember that we are working on an authentic code. We're trying to figure out this code to help us be our best selves, and codes continuously change. And in the past, it may have looked one way, and in the future, it might look a different way. Remember, effective people are guided by their own missions and manage their lives according to principles, okay? That is what we are working on here. So we're checking our alignment with how we're currently living, with how we answered those questions, how we are hoping to honor those core values and beliefs. Next is our last step, and the step that I think is the most exciting step, and that is to create your code. So you can write on your piece of paper, my authentic code for life is, and you may need to play around with it a little bit, and that's okay. I love to sit in stillness, sit in my MUI, and be able to access different things, different strengths. What's so beautiful about this is you can point out some of the strengths that you have in your life, some of the strengths that you have the opportunity to share with others. I have written a few of these throughout my life, and typically they start with, I am a woman who. And if you want to begin your code that way, you are welcome to. I am a woman who, and then you can name your unique skills and your unique abilities. So I am a woman who carries peace on my face. I am a woman who adds love and beauty to all of those around me. I am a woman who finds strength from stillness. I am a woman who loves to laugh and live large, right? I am a woman who is a beautiful, beautiful place to start. I like to sometimes then start my second sentence, I will. So I am a woman who helps me identify some of my strengths, some of the things that I want to add into the world. And my second sentence typically helps me direct how I am going to do that. So I will do this by sharing my light with those around me. I will do this by practicing understanding and forgiveness for those in my life. I will do this by seeking relief and clarity as I navigate my challenges. Okay, so your authentic code can start with, I am a woman who, and the second sentence, I will do this by. Now, those are not hard and fast rules. You can change the wording and change them however you want, but I think it is very important to first acknowledge your strengths and then acknowledge what you, in your authentic and own way, want to do and want to add to your life and to the life of those around you. Now, I would love it if you take a moment after you have created your authentic code to pray for additional guidance, to step back into that place of MUI, to find stillness and ask for guidance or light on where you might shift or change your code. I know that God will help you, and He will add and take away, and He will tell you what He wants you and He to make of you together. I know that as you honor your core values and your core beliefs, when you are making this authentic code, you can create something beautiful that can be a guidepost, and it can light your way as you navigate this life. If you need help, or you're confused, or you need a little guidance, please reach out to me. You can send me an email. You can message me on Instagram at Winter Holler Coaching. My email is winterhollercoaching@gmail.com. Send me an email. I would love to help you with this process, because I truly believe that if we have a vision for our life, we know exactly where we are headed. And I'm so, so grateful for the opportunity to share this with you and to help you listen to your heart, find stillness, and create an authentic code just for you. If this resonated with you today, I want you to do two things. Go to my website and set up a completely free consult. We can talk one-on-one. We can figure out what areas of your life you want to zoom in on and really figure out what emotions are fueling you today. And second, I would love you to share this podcast with a friend. If it resonated with you, it will definitely help them too. I'll see you soon, friends.